Hello, this is Miss Ham. We'll go over the review guide for Unit 1. So number 1, domain. We are looking for the value where the graph starts right here and where it ends right here. It means we will answer in x terms. So I kind of draw here a little bigger picture if you can see a little better. So let's find out where the graph starts. It starts when x is -6 and it moves this way, right? Horizontal way. When does it end? When x is 8. So I have to decide this is closed, right? And colored means we need to put this. But if you see 8, it's open. So we don't need to put it. So you can write also this way. So pick and choose whatever easier for you. So this is the answer of the number 1. And let's see number 2. Average rate of change -2 to 4. So whenever they are asking about average range, -2 to 4, this is domain, right? It means this value is also x here, goes through x4. They're asking from -2 to 4 how the graph moves. That's what the question is. So what I will do, find the point. -2 is right here. Y value is 1. And then 4, you cannot pick this one because it's open. You have to pick the closed one. So this is -7. So you can imagine from this point to this point what the slope is, or what the rate is, or we'll say what the average rate of change. That's all same meaning here. So average rate change is, let's say this is x1, y1, x2, y2. How do we do it? x2 minus x1 and okay, so x2 is 4, x1 is -2, and -7 minus 1. It will be, right? And then we'll make it simplify. So the answer is right here. That's the answer of number 2. Okay, so this time, number 3, interval where the graph is decreasing. So how do we know where it's increasing or decreasing? So you need to look at the graph and then think about where it is going down. So when we say it's going down, are we looking at the x values or y values? We need to look at the y values. So if you look, going down, going up, down again, and it's going up again. So when it's going down means decreasing. Going up means increasing, going down, decreasing, increasing. So how do we answer? We have to answer with x terms, which means we are deciding what's the domains, what's the intervals where the graph is decreasing. So here is the big picture. Let's see. This is decreasing, right? So I'll do here to here. I will answer This is one section, right? And write another place decreasing is from here to up to here. So we need to find x. X is 0 and go all the way down to 4. So I'll say 4. These two intervals will be the answer. And the last, x-intercept. How do I find the x-intercept? Where the graph meets the x-axis. So it looks like we have two values here, one and another one, right? So let's see. This looks like 3. This is between 4 and 5, so I will just say 4.5. So x-intercept, there will be two answers. One is 3, the other one is 4.5. So where it meets? Right here. Okay, if I ask what's the y-intercept, you will follow the y-axis and where it meets. It looks like 9. But in this question, it asks the x-intercept, so 3 and 4.5. Number 5. So let's also understand the question first. So what do we need to do? First, we need to find the y-intercept of fx and find the y-intercept of hx, which is in the table. And we're comparing how far up from hx to fx. Again, we will find the y-intercept of fx and find the y-intercept of hx from the table, and then compare the y-intercept of hx is how far up from hx. So let's find y-intercept. How do we find? Y-intercept means you have to put x value right here. You have to put x value 0, and then you find out y. That will be the y-intercept. Okay, so fx is 2x squared plus 4. I'll put 0 value here. Then what do I get? f0 is here. So it means 8. So we found out first fx y-intercept is 8. And let's see. Look at the table. We just talked about when x is 0, we'll know what the y-intercept is, right? So look at the table. X is 0 and y is -2. So even you don't need to know the equation of this hx because it's so kind tell you right here x is 0 and y is -2. It means fx's y-intercept is 8 and hx is y. This is y-intercept, right? So you have to it means one of the y-intercept is -2. The other one is up here 8. So how far these? These are 10 units apart, right? So the answer is 10. So let's look at the number 6. So the question is kind of long. So rock is dropped from hot air balloon at a height of 100 meters. The rock's height from the ground in meters. So HT is the given formula, right? Where the T is the time in seconds. So what's the average rate of change in meter per sec of the height of the rock between 2 and 3 seconds? So again, average rate of change means we need 2 points, right? You can see my finger. 2 points. So x is given 2 and another x is 3. So we need to find y values. Let me write the equation here. H, T, right? So the given interval is 2, 3. So these are all x value. If I make you confused, I'll just erase this. It says t is second, right? So when it's 2 seconds, what's the h? And t is 3. What's h3? There will be 2 points. So like this, 2, h2. We need to figure this one out. 3, h3. We need to figure this one out. Okay? So let's follow. When t is 2 means 2 seconds, negative 4 point times 2 squared plus 100. There will be h2, right? When t is 3, we need to find these values. Okay, so by my calculation, this is, and the other one is, yeah, this is 55. Okay. So last, how do we do it? Now I'll change this. First of all, I'll change this. 80.4. I'll change this. 55.9. So this is 2 points that we got, right? And I will erase this so we can use the board. So let's figure it out. Let's say this is x1, y1. This is x2, y2. So average change of rate is x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1. Okay, so I'll put 3 minus 2. Yes, 3 minus 2. And here, yes, because I did from here to here. I just followed what we have right here, the formula. So the answer what I got is negative 24.5 meter per sec. That's the answer.